Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 11 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 1358. Number of substrings containing all three characters. Okay, so let's read the problem statement first. So we have given a string as consisting only of characters A, B and C. Alright, we have to return the number of substrings containing at least one occurrence of all these characters A, B and C. Okay, so this problem is actually very easy and very similar to yesterday's problem. Okay, so if you guys have watched the yesterday tutorial, okay, of this video, question number 3306, okay, yesterday's problem. So I'm damn sure that you guys are going to solve this problem by your own. Okay, this problem is very easy, similar to this previous problem, right? So now here, see, I will explain it one more time. So see this example. So this is a string given to us ABC, ABC. All right. So here we have to find out the substrings which are going to contain at least all the occurrences of A, B and C at least once. Okay. So see here how we are going to solve this problem. So this is my input string A, B, C, A, B and C. Okay. So here let me just give the indexing here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So now here let's create two pointers. Okay, one is start. Okay, and let's fix the start at this particular position, and let's start end from this position only. Okay, and starting from here. Okay, so right now I will create one hash map. Okay, and in the hash map I'm going to store the frequency of all the characters one by one. Okay, so let's say this is my hash map. Okay, and it is given that my string is going to contain only A, B and C only, right? This is given to us, right? So here initially if you see, my end is at this pointer. Okay, so now end is at this particular index, right? So frequency of A, let's make it 1. Okay, now my end is going to move forward. My end reaches here. The frequency of B is going to become 1. Okay, now my end is going to reach to the next position. Okay, this is similar to yesterday's problem. Okay, and here the frequency of C is going to become 1. Okay, so now right now if you see in my hash map, okay, this is my hash map. In my hash map all the keys are there, A, B and C. Okay, why all keys are there? Because the frequency of all the keys are 1, okay, or greater than 1. Okay, so here in this case we see that all the keys are available, right? A, B, C. So that simply means that this is one valid substring. Okay, so now here if this is a valid substring, then definitely this is also one valid substring. Okay, starting from 0. This is also one valid substring starting from 0. This is also one valid substring starting from 0. Okay, so how many total valid substrings starting from 0 are there? 4, right? And how we are going to calculate this? So what is the length of these strings? Length of this string is total 6. Okay, so total length of string is 6 minus the end index. So end index is at 2. Okay, 6 minus 2, so I will get 4. Done. Okay, done. How we are getting this 4? Okay, so let's just remove this. Okay, so this is done. All right, so now after that I'm just going to shrink this window. Okay, so right now if I move my start pointer to this position, so I see that the frequency of A is going to become 0. Okay, so if frequency of A is becoming 0, so that simply means now that A is not there in my hash map, so I can simply remove it. Okay, so right now if you see the size of this hash map is just 2. Okay, that simply means that we don't have all the characters which we need. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, they should be at least once there, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my end to the next index. Okay, so now my end is going to jump to this. Okay, so now here we have A. Okay, so here A frequency is going to become 1, and again the size of a hash map is 3. Okay, so now if you see carefully, starting from 1, so we have this 1, we have this substring, and we have this substring, total 3. So how we are going to write this total 3? So it is very simple now. The total length of my string is 6 and my end is at 3 index. Okay, so 6 minus 3, so that is 3. Okay, done. So this is done. Okay, now again let's get started again. Okay, so again now I'm going to shrink the window. Okay, so now my start is going to jump to this C. Okay, so if my start is jumping to C, so that simply means I am removing B, so frequency of B is going to become 0. So if frequency of B is becoming 0, so I am going to remove this B from the hash map. So now if you see the size of hash map is 2, that simply means that this window is not valid. Okay, this window is not valid. So what we need to do, so now we have to move my end pointer to the next index. So my end pointer is going to reach to this. So here if you see, this is one valid substring. Same way, this is also one valid substring starting from 2. So how we can write this? Total length of string 6 and my end is at 4 index. 6 minus 4, so is equal to 2. Done. All right, so this is done. Now again, after that I'm going to shrink the window. Okay, so to shrink the window, I'm going to move my start to the next index. So my start is going to jump to this. Okay, so now I have to reduce the frequency of C. So C frequency is going to become 0 here. Okay, C frequency is going to become 0, and last time when we encountered B here, so B is 1. Okay, so now again if you see, the size of hash map again is 2. Okay, which is not valid. So that simply means that we have to move my end pointer to the next index. So my end is going to reach here. So now see, here C comes again, so hash map size is becomes 3 again. So here if you see, this is one valid. Okay, so if how you are going to write total length of string and the end is at 5, so one valid string. Okay, done. Now after that you are going to again shrink the window. Okay, so if you shrink the window, then your start is going to move to this B. Okay, so you have to reduce the frequency of A frequency is going to become 0. You are going to remove this. Now hash map size is 2. Okay, which is not valid, so you are going to update your end. Okay, so you are going to move your end to the next index. So here end reaches out of bound. Okay, so that simply means that starting from this B, we don't have any valid substring which consists of all the characters A, B, C at least once. Okay, so now we have to stop here. So now here what is the total count? So total count is going to be a summation of 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 1 10. So 10 is my output. That's it. Okay, so clear. So now let's write the code. Okay, so it's very simple, huh? It's similar to the yesterday's code. Okay, so if you are going to compare the code that I'm going to write now with the yesterday code, they are almost similar. Okay, so that's why in the start I said that if you guys have watched my yesterday's tutorial, okay, of the previous problem, so you will be able to solve this problem by your own. Okay, this problem is actually very easy in front of that problem. Okay, so now let's write the code for this. So take same variables that I took in the last video. Okay, take starting from 0 and take int count is equal to 0, and then in the last problem also we used hash map. So here also we are going to use hash map. In the last video we are using the keys as characters and the frequency as integer. Okay, so same thing, same logic that I have written yesterday. Okay, frequency is equal to new hash map. All right, done. Now after that just run one loop. Okay, int and is equal to 0. So in yesterday's problem I was using while loop, so right now I'm using, let me show you using for loop. Okay, so you can use while loop as well, no issues. S dot length, and here and plus plus. Okay, and now inside this first take the character. Okay, at the end index. Okay, s dot char at end. Okay, done. So now once this is done, then we have to update this frequency. Okay, frequency dot put my key is going to be this character, and now I will check if I have already this key available with me or not. So get or default. Okay, so if I have already this key available, then I'm going to take the frequency of that particular key. Otherwise I will just take the 0 in the starting and I will add 1 to it. Okay, because I am updating the frequency. Done. Then after that here run one while loop inside this. So while frequency dot size, okay, so if frequency dot size is equal to 3, okay, then in that case we have to start shrinking the window. Okay, so first of all let's make the count here. So count is nothing but the total size of my string. Okay, s dot length minus and, okay, same logic as yesterday's. Then I have to pick the first character. Okay, because I want to shrink the window. So s dot char add start. Okay, now for this I have to remove this from my frequency map. Okay, so here frequency dot put here key, take key as f, and here just take the old value of this frequency dot get old value and subtract 1 from it. Okay, done. This is done. Okay, now here if this frequency value, okay, if the value of this particular key, okay, if it becomes equal to 0, then in that case we have to simply remove this key from my frequency map. Okay, frequency dot remove, and here f. Okay, so once all this is done, so now here we have used this particular character, okay, at start index. So now for the next step we have to increment the start, right? I have to move my start as well further. Okay, and that's it. Okay, here this for loop ends, and here you have to simply return count. That's it. Okay, now let's run the code and see if there's any code issue. We'll try to fix that. So see, all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem. And if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.